Advertisements have taken over our lives, from the morning newspaper to the goodnight tweet on our phone. The bus you take to your office and the spam emails that you receive, the billboards you encounter on the road, and now they are coming for the compound walls of your society. This is reflected in the latest change in India's financial capital, Mumbai, where the civic agency, the BMC's hoarding policy, now seems to be raising some eyebrows. Watch this story filed by our principal correspondent, Disha Shah. She brings you the details about the question that many Mumbaikars are asking: is the city going to face more defacement?
This is India's financial capital city, Mumbai, known as the richest city in India. As you can see, in the maximum city, outdoor advertising such as hoardings are rampant. Very soon, citizens should be prepared to see more defacement, as hoardings will now be allowed on your compound walls of housing societies too. Having overrun street corners and bus shelters, hoardings will now begin to dominate residential spaces too. Modifications have been made to the Municipal Corporation's 2008 hoarding policy, and starting this year, permission will now be granted for advertisements on compound wall of residential premises. As per the official data, the city has roughly 10,000 hoardings, including digital ones. All of the advertising media like TV, radio, print and internet, outdoor is the only one which provides revenue through advertising to the local civic bodies. It earns approximately 80 crore rupees revenue from hoardings annually, and with apartments emerging as the new hotspots, this figure is only going to increase.
BMC earns approximately 1,75,000 rupees from each advertisement billboard every month. And for digital billboards, they end up earning even more revenue. They earn close to 2.5 lakh rupees for digital hoardings monthly. In this case, buildings can also take monthly charges from the advertisers similar to that of the hoardings. It will differ from location to location and from area to area. But there are going to be certain rules. The advertisers can only put one advertisement on a society compound wall. They can only put these advertisements if they have a permission from the society and the BMC. If anyone objects, then the advertisers cannot put up these advertisements. Thirdly, it has to be there on a solid structure.
More space means more money. Experts say that being part of a space-starved city, the stakeholders have learned to profit from every inch and corner. The revised policy clearly states that the advertiser will display ads only where there is a potential for visibility from compound walls of buildings on arterial roads and not in gullies and inside lanes. Citizens say it will ruin the city's aesthetics.
These hoardings have never been a pleasure site for anyone, I suppose. And though the society is going to benefit, but is it going to add to...
BMC and advertisers guarantee every year they will produce a structural fitness certificate, then it may be allowed a little bit, and not on all the buildings, of course.
As per BMC's new circular on the amended hoarding policy permissions, advertisements on compound walls of residential premises will be allowed up to a maximum height of 10 feet and width of 40 feet. Aiming to generate more income, the BMC in its recent budget had also announced that it would allow banners and hoardings on school buildings.
See, I think this is purely from the BMC's own perspective, and they are looking at monetizing each and everything in the city. And I don't think this policy is really good in that sense, because if you look at the city, it is already, people are experiencing so much of stress. Cities become excessively concretized, green spaces are disappearing, there is so much of traffic, there is air pollution, noise pollution, and adding to that, you will be adding something which I would call as visual pollution, because you would continuously be distracted with information, with advertising, whether static, whether digital, continuously moving. and this is only going to add to stress in the city, and I think it should be very carefully monitored, because otherwise you are at risk.
BMC officials say that in case of roads developed by MMRDA or MSRDC or any semi-government authority which isn't handed over to BMC, revenue sharing will be on a 50-50 basis. The debate continues over this, with citizens still not enthusiastic about the revised hoarding policy. Will it be money or aesthetics in India's financial capital city, Mumbai? With Vijay Sharaf, this is Disha Shah's report for WION World is One.